which is called cycladic art. Okay, what's the most important shape you see here?
Triangle.
Triangles. We got triangles all over the place. It's very abstract. It's very simplified. It is not naturalistic. But if we look at it carefully, we can tell something about the figure. What is that?
It's a woman.
The female body, breasts, and then they make sure that we see the labia, the exposed external genitalia on this woman. So that's made very clear for us. Her arms are across her body, her legs are together. And guess where these sculptures were found? They're small. Some of them are like only this big. Some of them are more like that. But most of them are pretty tiny. They're made out of local marble. Guess where they found them? Most of them. In graves for women and children. And we can see that they were painted. This one was painted on its face, its neck, its arms, its upper body. Possible traces of paint down here as well. Here is a head that was made as its own separate head in this cycladic style. This one's really big. It's like 12 inches tall, so it's like a life-size or more than life-size head. We've got another one of these female figures right here. Again, the arms are across the body. Now, it's very common when bodies are buried to put them, you don't bury them immediately, like immediately. They go into rigor mortis. And so rigor mortis is whatever position you are in when the joints stiffen up. That's the position it's going to hold for quite a while. So people would often kind of put the body into a position like this, and then rigor mortis would happen, and then they would be buried. And so you see kind of the arms across the body. Not like this, but like this. We don't know much about these, except that most of them are female figures. They accompany women and infants. And then we get this guy, male figure. He's playing a lyre, so it's a stringed instrument, and he's sitting in a chair. So much more detail than we saw with the women or the female figures, and we don't have a lot of him. It's uncommon. It's much more clear than again, the greater figure. So abstraction, stylization, look at that elongated head. All right, let's get to this. Now we are going to go to Crete, and we are going to look at Minoan culture. We have 5 more minutes to talk a little bit about Minoan culture. We are looking at the latest of the palaces. That's the most recent of the palaces that were built in Crete. This one was built down out of the mountains. The other two are up in the mountains, and they got heavily damaged by earthquakes. This whole region of the Mediterranean is volcanic. It's where kind of the African plate is sliding underneath the European plate. And so we have constant stuff happening. And that's going to impact later Greek culture and architecture. So this has been ruined by multiple earthquakes. And they rebuilt it a few times. So we're going to take a look at it. Now, one of the things I want to draw your attention to is we have these plaza areas, and there's another one over here. And these plaza areas are important culturally. A lot of palaces did not have plazas, but this one does. So these are public spaces where things can happen outside, but within the precincts of the palace. The other thing that's going to be unique about this is, thank you, finally it's happened, they have a proper sewer system. They don't put it in the river. They take it to the sea, which is only a mile away. They have like a terracotta pipe system that carries the human waste out of this palace over to the sea, and they're not going to get sick in the same way that we would have seen before. So that's one of those unique qualities that I want you to write down. Okay, and just gonna look at